The art of silence has become a rare gem in today's world, where noise dominates every corner of our lives. From endless conversations to the constant hum of technology, silence has taken a back seat. But what if we could rediscover its power? What if the times we choose not to speak could carry just as much weight, if not more, than the moments we do? Silence is not merely the absence of sound. It is a deliberate choice, a tool of immense power when wielded wisely. In ancient Stoicism, silence is a profound concept that shapes our emotions, decisions, and interactions. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece, teaches us how to live with reason, self-discipline, and emotional resilience. It provides a framework for understanding when to speak and when silence is the greater strength. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, captured this beautifully when he said, "It is better to trip with your feet than with your tongue." These words highlight how much harm can come from thoughtless speech and how often we regret what we say in haste or anger. But silence isn't about withdrawal or passivity. It's about mindful engagement. It's about learning to channel our energies into purposeful action, reflection, and growth. Imagine facing challenges with a calm, measured silence that speaks volumes about your character. Imagine silencing the chaos of arguments, diffusing conflicts with quiet resolve, or finding peace within yourself amidst the noise of daily life. In this exploration, we will uncover 9 key moments when silence becomes a powerful tool for transformation. As you journey through these lessons, think about how embracing Stoic silence could shift your perspective, improve your relationships, and bring you inner peace. 1. When criticized unfairly. Unfair criticism is something we all encounter, whether at work, in relationships, or even in casual interactions. It often stings because it feels unjustified or attacks our efforts and character. But Stoicism teaches us that criticism only affects us if we allow it to. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "If something outside disturbs you, it's not the thing itself but your judgment of it, and this you can change at any time." This wisdom reminds us that it's not the criticism itself that causes pain, but our reaction to it. Imagine being criticized for a project you've poured your heart into. Your first instinct might be to defend yourself, to argue or to lash out. But what if you stayed silent instead? What if you used that silence to reflect on the feedback objectively? In the calm of silence, you can separate the truth in the criticism from the noise. Is there something constructive you can use to improve? If so, take it. If not, let it go. Silence gives you control over your response, allowing you to maintain your composure and dignity. Over time, this practice builds resilience and inner strength. 2. In the face of boasts. We've all been in situations where someone around us brags endlessly about their achievements, possessions, or lifestyle. It's tempting to respond with our own accomplishments, to one-up the conversation. But Stoicism teaches us to resist this urge. Instead, silence can be a profound response that reflects confidence and self-assurance. Imagine attending a social gathering where a colleague boasts about their recent promotion and expensive purchases. Instead of competing in a battle of egos, what if you chose to simply listen? Your silence becomes a mirror, reflecting their need for validation while showcasing your own contentment. This kind of silence is not about passivity. It's about demonstrating that your worth doesn't depend on external approval or comparison. It's about valuing meaningful conversations over superficial competition. By practicing silence in these moments, you cultivate humility and gain the respect of others. 3. When dealing with anger. Anger is a powerful emotion that can cloud judgment and lead to regretful actions. It feels like a storm, overwhelming our ability to think clearly. Stoicism offers a solution. Pause and let silence guide your response. Marcus Aurelius observed, "How much worse are the consequences of anger than the things that caused it?" This wisdom urges us to reflect on the aftermath of anger. Often our outbursts do more damage than the original offense. Imagine a colleague making a mistake that causes extra work for you. Your immediate reaction might be to express frustration or blame. But what if you took a moment of silence instead? By pausing, you give yourself space to think rationally and respond constructively. This silence can prevent escalation, preserve relationships, and lead to better outcomes. Amidst false rumors. Rumors are a part of human interactions, and they often spread quickly, fueled by misunderstandings or malice. Being the subject of a false rumor can feel deeply unsettling, tempting us to defend ourselves immediately. But Stoicism teaches us a different approach. Silence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This insight reminds us that we cannot control what others say, but we can control our reactions. Imagine a situation where someone spreads untrue stories about you. Instead of reacting defensively or engaging in arguments, silence allows the rumor to fade. Over time, your actions and character will speak louder than any words, and the truth will prevail. This approach not only protects your peace, but also preserves your integrity. Coping with loss. Loss is a universal experience, whether it's the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or a missed opportunity. It leaves us with a profound silence, often filled with grief and confusion. Stoicism offers a way to find meaning in this silence. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The day you fear as your last is but the birthday of eternity." This perspective encourages us to see loss as a natural part of life's cycle, not an end, but a transformation. Instead of resisting grief, Stoicism teaches us to embrace the silence it brings. In this quiet space, we can reflect, process our emotions, and begin to heal. Writing in a journal, meditating, or simply sitting with your thoughts allows you to move through the pain with acceptance and grace. 6. When confronted with ignorance. Encountering ignorance can be one of the most frustrating experiences. Whether it's a stubborn colleague or a misinformed acquaintance, their certainty can make meaningful dialogue seem impossible. Yet Stoicism teaches us that these moments are opportunities to practice patience and understanding. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Bear and forbear, endure challenges without complaint, and approach others' mistakes with compassion." By remaining silent in the face of ignorance, you demonstrate wisdom and restraint. This silence reflects your focus on what truly matters, rather than engaging in fruitless arguments. 7. Responding to insults. Insults often provoke immediate reactions. They make us feel vulnerable, pushing us to defend ourselves or strike back. But Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to choose our response. Epictetus said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." Imagine being insulted during a heated discussion. Instead of retaliating, what if you responded with silence? This silence is not weakness, it's strength. It shows self-control and an ability to rise above pettiness. Over time, this practice builds confidence and earns the respect of others. 8. In the face of injustice. Injustice is one of life's most challenging experiences. Whether it's a personal slight or systemic unfairness, it demands a response. Stoicism offers a balanced approach. Respond with thoughtful action, not impulsive emotion. Nelson Mandela exemplified this principle. Despite enduring decades of imprisonment, he chose forgiveness and unity over revenge. His silence in anger became a force for reconciliation and change. This kind of silence is not about ignoring injustice, but about channeling your energy into meaningful efforts for resolution.